Yeah,
That's all
we're
I can
back.
say, so we don't get copyright.
That's true. That is true. But you know what? I'm gonna drop the intro really quick for you guys, and then we're just gonna dive right into this, have some fun with it. Be right back. People, how's it going? It's your boy Sturdy, and it's time to slice and dice another film. This time, Amsterdamned. Yes, I said it, Amsterdamned. Stay put, stay in your seats. I hope you already went and poo poo and pee pee. Buckle up for the show, buckle up for the ride, sit in your boats, do what you gotta do. I know this intro's not gonna make any sense to you, and that's fine with me, because I have you here. Welcome to the madness, people. Welcome to the Amsterdamned madness. Yeah. Yeah. What up? We're back. We're back. We're back.
You ready to get Amsterdamned?
Oh, yeah. I'll say, all right. What I want to say about this really quick before we even give our early ratings and all that other fun stuff. This boat scene was way better than another horror movies we've seen.
Oh, 100%.
Here.
100%.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I don't even want to mention the movie. I'll say this for people that watch this podcast and know a certain movie that we talk about, which we're going to try not to mention in this episode. We're going to try to mention any other. It's going to come up at some point. But I'm going to try my best. James, I hope you do the same. Let's try not to mention it.
Okay.
But never mention the title. Just that movie is what it is. That came out in '87.
Okay.
But Amsterdam. Early ratings, and I'm gonna pull us back up on screen. This was no. Never mind. I'll say it wasn't bad. I'll say that.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'm giving it 5 Scuba Steves.
5 Scuba Steves.
Yeah, it's a Big Daddy Scuba Steve turned the serial killer.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Cinco.
Yeah, it was just okay. That's what I'm saying. It was like it wasn't bad and it wasn't good. So I'm like, it's all right.
It was like right in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just. You know what made it better is if they showed more of the kills on. If they showed the kills on screen.
I was going to say the same thing. So I wrote. I did take a quick note, just because there's a certain part. So the part so a part made me laugh. Is when the first kill at the hooker, where the dead hooker dragged across the boat and the kids are screaming.
Oh my gosh, I was dying. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, what the fuck? They actually did that? Or she's hanging from the fucking bridge and just drags on the boat?
Honestly, that was probably one of the better parts of the movie.
It was.
And 2, that was the goriest part of this movie.
Then you got the fucking detective thinks he's fucking a Mac Daddy. He goes around like, he's going around like John Travolta. Fucking his leather jacket. She's like, yeah, his fucking long hair, like his combed back hair. Fucking dork.
Oh shit. Yeah,
And there's another part that made me laugh too.
Well,
all right. So you know where the 2 friends they're testing the waters, they're trying to get proof of their dumping toxic waste.
Mm-hmm.
And the one dies and the one gets away, he swims up on shore. And he's laying there and he's yelling. He's like, help. I started laughing. I was like, motherfucker, why'd you get up and run? Why are you laying there?
Tired?
He's just, I don't give a fuck how tired you are. You're going to drag your ass away from the water.
That's true.
This is a killer. This is a killer dude from the water. You get away from the water source.
Mm-hmm. What's good, Jason? What's good?
What's up? Did you ever see Amsterdam?
Oh, I know he didn't see this shit.
It's like it is an upgrade from a certain movie I'm not going to mention.
Yes, it's a big. Well, it's nothing like that movie at all, though. Honestly,
it's nothing like that. I'm talking about the character with the fucking knife, Scuba Steve with the knife.
Oh yeah, he has a real knife. He actually.
It was like a basic serial killer movie. Like you don't see most of the kills. What you do is mostly he kills him with a harpoon or a fucking knife.
Honestly, I feel like I mean, it's on Shudder, so I guess you can count it as horror. I feel it's more of a thriller, and had it been like a thriller that came up in Popcorn and Pints, I may have liked it a little bit better. I mean, at the same
it's
time,
definitely a thriller. I guess they say thrillers are horror movies.
I mean, it's a scary situation. Don't get me wrong. Like the whole,
but there is no like scaredness, like a fear through this whole movie.
no, there was no like, yeah, exactly. Like with the with like a typical slasher where you have like those moments where you're just like, oh shit, what's about to happen? You didn't get that in this.
It was like I was watching. It was like I was watching CSI. It was like a TV show. Like the fucking cop is looking for the killer of the episode.
Kind of, maybe a little more. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we can go with
that. Nice.
They don't survive, or you don't survive.
Yo, speaking of horror movies, they're trying to start using kids again to creep people out. Something wrong with the kids? There's that movie coming out. Something wrong?
Yes.
I want to check that one out.
Yep, that's coming out.
Shit with kids, people will get freaked out, man. They don't like seeing fucking like possessed kids or something.
Yo, we had
kids that kill people.
We had this discussion though with the creepy kids versus the what was the other one?
Dolls?
Creepy, huh?
Dolls?
No, not dolls. No, old people, like
older
older people.
Okay, yeah, old people, like nursing home old, where they just like you don't know what they're looking at. It's like they're out, like zoned out, and they're just sitting there in the dark. I can see the creep factor of that, but here's the reason. Let's give it a scenario: 3 a.m. in the morning. If you see an old person standing there, like, oh, Mr. Wilson must have got out of his house. Is he okay? Should I call the cops? If you see a kid just staring at you at 3 in the morning next to a tree, just eyeballing you down, not moving, that's creepy as shit.
Yeah. But here's the real quick, just because this is what we were discussing.
Yeah, the movies are all coming out.
Here's all the horror movies coming out this year in theaters, and my wife and I are going to try to see as many of them. We're going to try to see every single one of them. We're going to try the ones that are actually going to be in theaters. Now, Skinamarink, that's not going to be in theaters around here, so that's automatically out. But I am going to watch. I think it's going to be on Shudder. It's going to be on some sort of platform in the near future. But everything
I've seen it.
Unfortunately, even Renfield, that bitch cage movie. You guys know what I'm talking about.
We're going to plan it to watch it around that time, so you have to go see it.
To review it?
Yep.
I know you guys are. I don't want to talk about that right now.
So you have to go see it in the theater.
But yeah, we're going to go see these. And I mean,
there's a lot of them I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, so there's something wrong with the children. It's coming out the 17th of this thing. So next weekend.
I thought Salem was supposed to come out at the beginning of the year.
It says two to be announced though. So who knows? Maybe you know how movies get pushed around.
Because I can't wait for that one. I want to see what they do.
And shit.
So.
Skinamarink.
But anyways, Amsterdam. Yeah, that's the only 3 notes I really took. Because other than that, it was him doing detective work until he meets this girl. Then he says, "Fuck this job. Hey, you want to go get a drink?" He automatically does. It turns into like him meeting a girl and falling in love type thing.
Oh, speaking of which, remember how when he's talking to the chick where were they at? I don't know where they were. They're inside somewhere. He goes in there talking to her. He's talking about taking her out to dinner. And he's like, what did he say? Oh, I made reservations at such and such restaurant for 2. Blah 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 blah. And what did she say to him? She basically, he made a bold move. She was like, "How do you know?"
He did a bluff. Yeah.
He did. He definitely did bluff her. She was like, "How do you know I was gonna go?" He was like, "Well, if you don't go, I'll just take somebody else or something." Shit.
Yeah. He said some fucking player shit,
and it worked. And then right after that, the chick goes off to wherever she's going to. She may have been at work. And he goes over to the phone, the payphone. Yes, people, there's payphones. I will Google a thing for you younger people who've never seen a payphone before. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Anyways, he goes to the payphone.
It's just like how it sounds. You pay to use the phone. You put quarters in it.
Put quarters. You put change. Doesn't have to be quarters, just silver change.
Yeah, just silver change. You can be anything. That's right. It adds up to 25 cents per minute. Then it went up to like 50 cents per minute. Then they got rid of them. They said, "Fuck you guys on the street. Get a cell phone," and they kicked them all out.
Motherfuckers got cell phones and we ain't making no more money off of them.
I remember many times I used to have to call taxis and shit from payphones. Especially you go to Rotterdam and you need a ride home. They used to have that circle thing in the middle in that one hall of the payphones.
Yo, every mall had that.
Yeah.
It was a big.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh
I've never seen so many payphones lined up like in a circle.
That was hilarious.
I had to call a taxi many times. Actually, it was the Yellow Cab. It was Central. That's the one I used to call all the time.
That is fucking hilarious.
Fucking taxis. There's no way I'm ever getting in a taxi again. If it's Uber. I'm not doing no. Uber came out. You don't have to say, okay, hold on, I got to stop and pick up another person. Remember that shit? Fuck that. No.
Yeah, the only way you do that is if you do the Uber share, whatever.
Uber share. Like if you had to go pick up your friend at the same time. But yeah, there's no way they're like, oh, is it okay? I grabbed this other person. I'm like, no. I got this Uber. I rented this whole car for me.
I rented this whole car for me.
It's like, drive me.
Exactly.
I used Uber a few times when I was in Albany. Some offer you bottles of water. Some are really nice. They want that tip.
Oh man, I only was in an Uber when I was in Colorado. Actually,
that makes sense. Like if you guys are out drinking or something, and you need an Uber somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what it was. Payphones, people.
There it is, guys. That's what it looks like.
Shit ton of them. Yes.
It's a magic box that used to be on the street. Yes, you didn't have to plug it into your wall at your house. You walk up to the street, pick it up, put quarters in it, and guess what? Ding a ding. Hey, Mom, what are we having for dinner? There you go.
That was cell phones for us back then.
And the younger folks, there was also phones that were actually in your house plugged into the wall. It wasn't just cell phones.
No, the corded, remember the corded phones?
The corded phones, yeah, where you get tangled up, wrapped around in the fucking thing.
Walking around, the rotary phones, all that. Jesus, man.
Old school. No cell phones.
Nah.
Internet first came out. You got a choice: make a phone call or internet. So, you had to kick people off the computer and make a phone call.
That shit was so slow.
So many arguments with my mom. My mom was at the time she used to talk to my aunt all the time, like sit there on the couch and talk. And I'm on the computer. She goes, "I got to get off the computer. I gotta make a phone call." I'm like, "No, you're gonna be on the phone for like 3 hours." Blah blah blah. There's many arguments because you can't do both at the same time. But yeah, AOL was slow as shit.
And you didn't even realize it till like Roadrunner came out, and you were like, "Wow, this is mad fast." I mean, at that time, yes,
it was mad fast. But Roadrunner, you're like surprised, and Firefox and shit. You're like, "What the fuck?"
And everything.
Now you're like, it don't matter what comes out. You're like, it's not fast enough.
Basically,
I want to type something in and hit enter. It goes boom, right to what I want. No loading shit. No buffering.
Basically, and I'm sure that I know they have faster internet speeds than what I have.
Oh, they do. There's like Alienware. There's like expensive computers or high price processors and shit where it is that fast.
Not only that, but I mean with the like even with that with the routers and all that other shit in the computers, but also the
bandwidth.
Yeah, like you can get more like pay more for it.
Pay for more for speed that they lie. It's the same speed.
Yeah, I think it's a little. I think it does. You could get more band. I don't know how much. I think you can get some more. That'd be That'd be a good test. But anyway, back to Amsterdam. As you can see, this wasn't really horror-ish, so it wasn't really like a.
It's like it really didn't that much go on. Then you had the one cop. Okay, that made me laugh too. So when the main character cop goes to that one area near the water, and it is the other cop he knows that he stole his girl.
Oh yeah.
Then the one dude's like, "Don't ever do it again." It's like, "I forgive you." Then they become like best friends.
That's a little weird. Yeah,
best friends in 2 minutes.
But he was like, what did he say? He said you stole his girl. He was like, well, she's not with me anymore either.
Yeah, like it makes it feel better. Like, dude.
Yeah, he was like, he can do it again. He's like, okay.
Oh shit, that made me laugh. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
It was just that movie. Like everything as far as that type of shit, the side story shit, everything seems like it happened fast. Finding this guy took forever, and then wait, whoa, back up. We got to talk about the kid who was. What do you have? What do you call himself? Not psychiatric. You know what I'm talking about. The kid that said he had those powers. See the future shit.
Oh, fucking
Psychic.
Harry Potter?
Psychic, that's what I was
The daughter's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot his name.
So what did he do? There was a part, remember where they ended up by the water?
Yep.
He was like, the guy's here. And he was right.
He was right, yeah.
But the thing that was, so he scared her somehow. He did something to scare her.
Yeah, because he hid.
And she pushed him in the water. She took that shit way too far.
Pushed him in the water, then made him promise something to get out. I forgot what she said.
Do her homework.
Yeah, her homework and shit. I was like, damn. Knowing there's a killer around and you're goofing around like that.
Pushing him in the water. Yeah, I pulled that.
I'm like, no, bitch. Like, okay, let's get the hell out of here. Don't fuck around like
it's
everything's fine. Yeah, it's not playtime, man. There's a killer in these fucking waters.
As soon as you let me
now, here's the thing. Here's another thing I didn't understand. So when they finally find who it was, they think it was the doctor, the psychiatrist.
Yep.
But it wasn't. It was another patient of his that is deformed. Like when he took the mask out, I was like, what is this, fucking Friday 13th? Is he going to get a hockey mask?
It was his friend.
Yeah, it was his friend, yeah.
It was the doctor's friend, and they were doing diving. They used to dive and shit together.
Yeah, that something happened to the friend, and he's trying to give him help.
Therapy. Is he the friend from earlier in the movie? Remember when the how you said the one guy was laying on the beach?
No.
Are you sure?
Wasn't those. Yeah, it wasn't those two.
Okay.
No, they died. They were victims from the killer.
Got it. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. I'm trying to think. Because he did mention how the guy got hurt. I forgot what happened.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so I forgot what happened too. But he's disfigured that you don't see until the end. And it didn't matter. Had nothing to do with the storyline. Like the kills or anything. Had nothing to do. He was Scuba Steve. Wore a scuba suit with a fucking knife.
And that's another problem with this show. Actually, now that I think about it,
we didn't know any backstory of his until the end. It was 1 minute long. He explained, he was like, it's my friend. And it's something happened to him. And he's embarrassed or don't want to go outside. And he's taking out anger on people. So
like my thing is like, okay, so you couldn't think about this shit. Like there's somebody that's scuba diving, going through this whole shit, and you couldn't think about this the whole fucking time?
Yeah.
Whole fucking time.
Especially the dude had anger issues. He hates the world because how people look at him and everything.
And the doctor, and he was a psychiatrist. No, he wasn't.
He was a therapist. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Same thing.
He was more than just that, though, wasn't he? Because didn't he give the one guy? Wasn't he like the guy's doctor when he got hurt?
No,
the cop's doctor. That was a different doctor.
Yeah, that was a different doctor.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't him. He's the one who had the suit on all the time.
That's right.
You basically only see him a couple of times. You see him when he picks up the girl at the bar. Then you see him when she's like on the couch talking to him in the therapy.
And then you see him at his house later.
Then you see his house later because she went to his house. And
exactly.
He wasn't there, and she found the shit.
She found the mask. She thought it was his. This whole time, he knew his boy had his diving equipment.
Yeah. All this time, the doctor could have easily figured this out. He's supposed to be smart, and he could have told the cops, like, "I know who it is. It's my friend."
Not only that, but like you were saying, like he was talking about how his friend had anger issues and all this other shit, and yet you mentioned it, like you were saying, in the last like 2 minutes of the movie, like, oh yeah, this dude has anger issues.
Yeah, no background, no backstory of this scuba diver dude until the end. 2 minutes.
Like, what would have made it better, even if say like 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes. 5-10 minutes, 15 tops, if that. Beginning of the movie, whatever happens, you see an accident happen. You see basically what he said happened to his friend. You see all that happen in the beginning of the movie, and then you don't know like the outcome of that. You're not even thinking of that person because you think those people are dead or whatever. Whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
I mean, you just all you have to do is see something going on, blah blah blah, see the accident that happened or whatever they said happened because I don't remember, and then just
I
get
don't
on,
know.
then just go on with the movie, and then when he's going to talk about that, have or just have flashbacks when he's talking about his friend. Make
Yeah,
that little
something.
2 minute scene like 5-10 minutes at the end, even if you left it until the end, and just discuss flashbacks. Hey, you guys remember that accident back in freaking '87?
Exactly. I don't
I'm
know.
just
It just
saying
needed more. At least show the kills. The only one they showed
that.
kind of was killing the hooker, but from a distance because the homeless lady was watching it.
Yeah,
But
and then
other than that, it was like just grabbing somebody, pull them in the water.
yeah, like even the one where which could have been cool, where he stabs the raft, turns the
Yeah.
blade,
Oh,
and
right
starts
through the
cutting.
girl's crotch. Yo, that she was a good looking girl.
That I mean that's kind of cool for the show, but they
Yeah, they tried. Well,
at the very least see the raft fill up with blood, like before as it's
yeah.
sinking.
And the thing is
Stuff
that
like
I don't think that would have killed her. It would have stopped. It would have tore up her pussy. But he don't have the strength, and that knife is not sharp enough to go through her whole body to kill her.
no. But it could easily do that. You stab her, you scare her, you get her drowning, and you just drown her
Yeah,
basically.
that's true. Because that's true. They don't really show how she died. Like they just know she got killed. They didn't really show anything. He did the shark thing with the knife coming right to her crotch.
Basically. So he basically just made the raft sink. And again, he can breathe because he has his scuba gear on.
Yeah,
She's panicking, grabs her, pulls her underwater, boom,
stabs her or whatever he was doing,
or just drowns her. Even
or just drowns her. Yep. No, I
yeah,
think
because
he let stabbing him while he was drowning him. Because even the dude guys in the boat, he drowned the one. He basically drowned
that's
both of them.
because somebody said it
But he
looks like
ripped
they
the
were.
one dude. He killed the one dude's foot off. Was there a
That's
fucking foot on the boat?
because he did. They did say something about like yeah, it looks like they were stabbed, but after they were in the water or something. I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's what they said. They said it seemed like they were alive while they were in the water. They died in the water, by the stab wound came after.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he'll pull you in the water and stab you with the fucking scuba knife,
Yep. He
just like
is a nice
like
guy.
that fucking thief on the bike. The girl was doing that charity, like give me money. Some
Mm-hmm.
people donated, and she was pocketing it. But she went around the corner. There's two cops there that walk by. She gets pulled in the water, hears screams, cop run there. It takes 10 seconds for them to get there, and it's too late. She's dead.
Why was she so fucking close to the water though?
Because
Like
she's a fucking idiot. I don't
what was she?
understand it either.
What was she
Oh,
doing?
she
Counting her.
dropped some. So she pulled over to the side near the water, looked through her pockets. She dropped something. I don't know if it was a coin. I forgot what she dropped. And she went to get it, and the guy came up, grabbed her, and pulled her in the water. And that's supposed to be a jump scare? No, it was not a jump scare at all.
Mm-mm.
There was like
And I can't.
no.
And
They
I
didn't
can't
have
even
like the music in the background even to build
nothing.
up if it was going to be nothing.
And I can't even like use the whole. You know, how, like with the old, really like older horror movies from like maybe the '60s.
Yeah,
That would have been a scare for that.
yeah, basically.
But
I don't even know when this movie was made. Honestly, I forgot.
'88.
Okay, so it's an '80s movie. I knew it had the feel of the '80s.
Yeah,
I had a feeling
it kind of had the '80s feel,
it had the
but it
'80s.
just.
Like
Like I
I
said,
said,
it wasn't bad. It was. I'll say this. It was a decent thriller.
it
It
was
was not.
okay.
It's nothing
I
to write home
almost want
about.
to drop it to a 4, but I'll keep it nice. I'll keep it as a 5.
I'm moving into a 4. Now that you mentioned
I'll be nice. It was okay.
I don't even nice.
I'll
Fuck
say a
that.
5. I'll be nice.
Nah, fuck that.
Just the more we talk about it, I'm nitpicking like crazy.
But that, I can't help that, man. I can't help
Just
that.
like
I mean, it's not
I
the
don't
worst movie we watched this year so far.
No,
Though. I mean,
not.
Lake of
No,
the Dead was the worst, which was a
it's
1.
to me it's still over a 5. Oh yeah, that's right. Like it did was garbage. I gave that shit a 3. I think
You gave it a 2. Me, you,
2.
and
Oh,
because
okay.
at first I think me, you, and Sean gave it a 2, and I bumped mine down to a 1.
That's right.
This one, I
Yeah,
gave it a 4.
that's right. We are 2 across the board at one time. Yeah, that. Oh, you're right. That shit was bad. Fuck, that was bad.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this stays a 5. Amsterdam. You
Yeah,
just made me want to watch it again instead of that one.
Something tells me that Lake of the Dead and Amsterdam are not making my top 10 of January.
Oh, definitely not.
And again, people, the way I'm doing my top 10, which is just, I'm doing a top 13 for the whole year of movies I've seen for the first time this year, and I guess a top 13 of the movies that came out this year, theater releases that I watched this year, and then I'm going to. So one's going to be a list of my top 13 overall for the year, of course, and then one, like I said, my top 13 for the movies in theaters. But I'm going to do a top 10 every single month just to kind of help break things down and kind of just go from there and pick off those lists. Of course, I feel like the top 10 from the 12 months should be on there, so that 13 can come from any other.
Yeah,
they should be. All the ones should be on there. Like that should be like, okay, boom, you already got your 12.
That's what it should be. Unless you change your mind somehow, like during the year, you watch something again and you liked it better.
That's true.
I don't know, but yeah, that's a good idea though. It would make it easier for yourself instead of thinking at the end. You're like all the movies you watch. You're like, you gotta go back.
Yeah, because you don't think about it. So I'm like, let me do the list now. Compile the list now. And if I think about it, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be all movies I watch, all horror movies I watch. It's not gonna be just what we review on the podcast.
Yeah.
And all that. Because again, I'm compiling, like I do my sturdy reviews.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Do all this
mix
other
of
content.
Both. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, the sadness is more than likely gonna make it. I gave
that movie was fucking good.
I gave that shit a 10. And if you haven't seen the sadness, if you like wild, gory, crazy shit,
zombies,
don't even give them any spoilers. If they want spoilers, go to the episode from Tuesday, or go watch the movie. Then check the episode.
Check it out. Yep, exactly.
But like my cousin Jeff watched it actually.
Nice.
And because I was telling him about it, I texted him. I was like, "Yo, you have to watch this movie." And he just texted me today. He was like, "I'm gonna watch it tonight." So I talked to him about it yesterday. He texted me earlier today. He was like, "Yo, I watched that." Matter of fact, I'm gonna read his text to you verbatim. He said, blah, 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 blah. "I watched The Sadness. That was some wild shit. I loved it."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, again, if you're into, like, that's my favorite zombie movie right now.
Yeah,
over Train to Busan. Train to Busan was. This has Train to Busan beat.
Yeah, which, I think you're right.
That makes me want to do it. I'll talk about that off air. I put too much. Oh, you know what, guys? Because I know we're gonna wind this episode up probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. 10 to 15 minutes, maybe more. We'll see what happens. But I do want to show you guys this. I do want to show you guys what's coming up for Tuesday, and then we're going to spin the wheel for Thursday. Oh, yeah. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Good, Stan.
I'm Scuba Steve.
It'll get you drunk. Boom.
Doesn't it look like Scuba Steve? It feels yellow.
Kind of.
Yo, this one I'm curious about, man.
You're not the only one.
Faceless boob jobs and zombies. Okay, it's called Yummy. Yo, the cover is she missing her legs and that's her intestines?
It looks like it.
It looks like she got sawed in half.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man, okay. Maybe this is gonna be the best zombie movie. We'll see.
I don't know, man. I don't know because
Sadness had it all.
It was just how crazy. No, not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Go watch the episode, guys. But
watch the episode.
Go watch the episode. Like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. But also, go watch the movie. And it's over on Shudder.
Shudder original Yummy.
But yeah, so we're doing Yummy on Tuesday.
Yep.
And
we're spinning for Thursday. Let's see. Come on, I hope it's a new category.
Word.
I don't think we hit a new category yet, did we?
That's all that's on. There's the newer-ish ones now. Oh, you mean because we hit psychological thriller a few times?
That's right. No, I want fucking Leonard foreign. Exactly, Dave. I just read that too. Exactly. Like, I'm in.
Hey, man, if you're free Tuesday, pull up. Come review it with us. I know our boy Sean's supposed to if he's still free and everything's going good with him. It's okay. He's going to be the killer slasher, James.
Slasher.
Yeah.
Fuckers. All right. Nothing wrong with a slasher movie.
I don't even know. Oh, I think Sean recommended Amsterdam for us. Let's see, or
Yeah.
was it a
Yeah.
psychological thriller? No,
No,
because he
I think.
mentioned it. He mentioned
Yeah,
it.
I think it was recommended.
Killers talk. Killer slashers. Open killer slices.
Hope it lands on something decent. Oh, only 3 left?
Yep.
That means we hit this fucking wheel a lot.
So next time we
That,
hit this wheel, we'll just do those. Whatever 2 are left, we'll just do those 2.
the one of
Next
them
time we
say
hit the wheel.
howdy?
Henry, Popcorn,
Henry.
and Bay of Blood.
Okay. Just for the cooler name, let's go with the Bay of Blood. Never mind. No, I don't want anything water named Blood.
You're like, never mind. I don't want anything water with blood.
This is part 2. Bay of Blood instead of fucking.
Nah.
Oh no.
Nah.
What is this?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Okay.
So we're doing popcorn next week.
I guess this bitch, if you eat popcorn, she hates you or something. Stabs you to death. I'll be safe because I don't like popcorn.
I don't think that's what that means.
Well, we'll find out.
And literally in a week from today.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. After Yummy. I feel like Yummy's gonna be a good time though. I really feel.
I think so too. Like I said, if it's a zombie movie, like the cover says, you can't go wrong with a zombie movie.
You got a point. You got a point.
It's basically the same scenario. Someone's trying to survive. There's zombies everywhere. They get you, bite you. So
tickle your toes.
It's one of those movies you just sit back, you're like, oh, zombie movie, all right. But we'll see.
Yeah,
it's not,
yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think it's going to beat Sadness because I think Sadness it's going more of a serious. I think this one's going to be more like it's probably going to be comedy horror.
Yeah, I mean the Sadness had some funny parts in it.
But I know the thing is, it's not funny. It's funny to us because we got fucked up dark humor. When someone yells, "I'm going to fuck your eye hole," that's not supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, but when they do it, that's
funny to us, but to other people, that's just not funny.
That was a promise. That wasn't a threat. That was a promise.
Yeah, that was a promise. That shit was funny as fuck.
I was like, whoa.
But I still don't count the movie. It's not a horror comedy. That wasn't meant to be funny. But I just got a fucked up brain. My brain's warped. It's dark. Really gutter trash in a dark alley.
It is. It is. But yeah, man. I don't got much more to say about this movie.
No, good. No, it's just okay. Watch if you want to watch it. That's all I say.
I do want to say this though, guys.
There's a lot of shit in there I want to see.
Insidious Chapter 5, July 7th. You know I'm going to the theater to see that.
Fucking Nun 2.
I mean, I'm going to all of these. As many of them as we can.
Winnie the Pooh, I definitely want to see.
Blood and Honey.
I didn't see Megan yet. I want to see definitely Evil Dead.
Oh hell yeah! Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear is just gonna be a fucking crazy movie. I know it.
I cannot wait for that.
It's gonna be. When does that one come out?
Next month, February 24th, next month.
Okay. Then I think The Exorcist is supposed to come out this year, right? It's not.
Yeah.
That's on. It's on that list. Oh yeah, there it is. No, April. No, it's October 13th.
The Pope's Exorcist, April 7th.
The Exorcist remake.
Oh, shit. So there's 2 Exorcists.
I hope it's amazing, Dave. I really do. I know he's part of it and everything. He's not actually in the movie, he said. But I hope it's going to be so good. I hope so.
Honestly, I hope. I mean, besides one, I hope all the movies are great. Because there's one I just know I'm going to hate. And I can't help that. And I'm not even going to try to help that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, they're all not going to be a hit.
Oh,
like you said, Megan was good. So you think Megan's good enough to run a series and overtake Chucky?
I won't say that just because it's just. I mean, I guess they're both dolls and all that stuff, but it's just different. Like I'll steal a quote from what Henry said. I did review this movie, and I do have a bunch of reviews, which I may stay up tonight because I'm off tomorrow, so I may stay up tonight and do some editing. If I don't game, maybe I'll do a little bit of both actually. But what I was gonna say is, what did he say? He said, Megan, if you want to think about, did you ever see the Chucky from 2019? Which I want to. Actually, no,
Oh,
I want to review that. We
oh,
should review that one day.
I seen part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I started. I got like a half hour in.
Let's make a doll wheel or something like that, and we'll figure something out.
Evil Dolls.
Something like that. But I want to watch. I want to try to find ones that we could. Matter of fact, we'll save this conversation because we're about to end in 5 minutes, and I'll tell you. Yeah. But he said that because I was bringing up the 2019 Chucky. Sorry, that sounds good. Picture the 2019 Chucky movie. It's what Megan did it right, basically. Like as far as like
okay,
the doll with like the robotic type or
like the emotions.
You know what I mean? No, not even that part of it. Like because that you could even go back to the original Chucky doll that had the emotions and all that. But I'm saying as far as like the way the doll is now, like the way that you know what I mean, it'd be more of like a toy, like a robotic toy / than just like how Chucky was, like just a regular. You get what I'm saying? Like it's more up to date with technology now. With and it did it right, and it was to me it was awesome. Again, I'm gonna have that story reviews out for you guys sometime this weekend.
I gotta check it out. I'm gonna watch it.
But it's worth it. I even said I know I said it in my review, but I've said it to anybody that's asked me about it. It's worth going to the theaters for. I know if you're somebody who enjoys going to the theaters for, it's worth going to the theaters for. I will say this though, the theater that we go to around us, we usually go around matinee time, me and the wife, so it's no more than like maybe $7 a ticket. But even with like say Regal Cinema tickets and all like regular price movies, I would even say for that it's worth it if you have the funds. But I just go cheaper because it's cheaper, one, and it's fucking right up the street, two. Mm-hmm. So it's even cheaper to save on gas for us. Like even if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's worth all that. It's definitely worth all that. And yeah, spoiler alert, guys. I guess you're gonna get a horror doll wheel, and there was a couple other ones, found footage horror doll. So yeah, but you guys make sure you have. I hope you guys have a great night. We are going to bounce, but before we bounce,
thanks for popping in, Jason and Dave.
Greatly appreciate it, gentlemen. Greatly appreciate it. And again, open door policy, people. For those of you who are fans of horror,
anybody wants to join and chat with us,
or if you want to come on the podcast and review the movie with us, you're more than welcome to. You just have to watch the movie.
That's the only rule.
Come on and review it. Yeah, that's basically it. Come on and
unless some reason we had an episode that was just horror talk,
random. Yeah, which I do those here and there, but those I think what I'm gonna start doing with episodes like that, it'll be like more of like a Friday night thing, or like the late Friday nights, or like a late night thing like that, or whatever else. We'll see. But I don't want to do it for regular episodes too often. Like you know what I mean, like a Tuesday Thursday too often. If it's a mix, that's different. But yeah, there's some dope shit coming up though, people. You guys, again, thank you for stopping in, and I'll have my email up next time. I'll work on that. But HORRORWITHSIR.STURDY, people, every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Popcorn and Pints, which we gotta fix this graph. I gotta talk to Dreams about this shit. Popcorn and Pints. Every Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time, we review 2 movies, and we try to see it. We tell you guys how these 2 movies connect in our minds when we remember. Stories from a Bar. Check that podcast out. Everybody listen to podcasts, you can check that out. He actually has a live, what you call it?
Going on right now, right?
No, tomorrow.
Oh,
tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time, guys. Stories from a Bar, Facebook, YouTube, I believe Twitter too. I'm not sure. But he'll be live doing his happy hour at 7 o'clock Eastern time, talking to an independent band. So go check that out. It's an awesome podcast. And there's tons more content on the Z Network, other content creators that are amazing. Go check them out too. Link is in the description for all these 3 shows you see right there, including the link to the Z Network. Go check that out, please. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Where is it? Right here. Hell yeah, man. Dave, hit me up. If you want to join us Tuesday, though. And everybody else, have a great night. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. Oh, and make sure you guys leave some machetes and masks out tonight for Jason because it's, you know what it is. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. If you don't have a Jason mask and a machete in your house, don't be surprised if Jason's knocking on your door later. That's all I'm saying. Peace. Oh, and I'm going to see the original tomorrow if all goes as planned in theaters, and I'm excited.